Dinner was ready, and candle was burning with memories of tale, where girl was selling matches during cold winter night. Trees are frozen again, and it is cold again, and evening is burning out in waiting, measuring guilt with gilded table arrangements and simple food of still lives. I found pink glazed shell in antique store. I brought it home and put it on my table. What story it will tell about real seashell that have seen tides coming and going, coming and going. Then I put on my table walnut shell that grows in tree of life, the tree of wisdom, a tree from which my table was made, where I arrange my games of still lives, of somebody's travels in times, of somebody's memories of shells, music of 4 seasons. It was not Vivaldi, music of clouds passing by in silence, music of your reflection in the grains of fortepiano, wine and nuts, smell of overburnt coffee and chocolated strawberries, cup of transparent porcelain and terracotta of Tanagra on the orange table. Matisse. Strawberries were brought as sacrifices in the morning before drapery of snow covered the land. Red strawberries. We had to take history of both gardens and gardens of English bards. It was our time to perform a ritual of love. It is somebody's time now to grow strawberry fields forever, forever. Oh, we talk and tell and recite stories and make comments while java beans are freshly grinding, while coffee is brewing. Grindstones of our lives are slowly turning. Our hair is getting powdered with flower of age, and cup of coffee and pointed wisdom are not revelations any longer, but still life. Playing music on aged and varnish woods, music of orchards so dazzling with spirits of fermented fruits of those trees. Drop by drop, clouds of landscapes are becoming spicy guitars and still lives with ripen golden pears. Still lives. Swirl, swirl of weather behind the window, behind the chair and table and clock, behind jars with wine, times of apples, strawberries, times moving forward and returning back in our memories, growing through us with persistence of vegetation. Snails of time swirling so slowly but so sneakily, devouring our time, still our time of life. History had broken arms and heads of marble, monuments of deities, broken weapon of their time. And yet, sculptures have been still present in still lives on orange tables among treasures of decaying fruits and fragile glasses, measuring seconds, minutes and hours. And now we cry, but our sorrow is washed by drops of frames that are counting still life. Yellow roses of separation fall out in Tourette's cards of their fate. Music so sweet and a chord so piano. Overtures jar overturned. They are touching their roses and their thorns. But for somebody it is only arrangement of still life. Throw seeds in still life to white birds of draperies. Catch white bird into ornate frame with golden apples, golden walnuts, golden pears made by unknown goldsmiths. So much treasures covered with dust of ages that distort names of artists that painted secrets of still lives. We brought magic harvest of crooked pear trees to our table. We laid them out on white starched fabrics, and then it was time for reminiscence of every scent of summer melting into autumn, every moment of autumn wilting and decaying and rotting tink in pains of still life. That is a white threatening, awaiting for crisp, clean crystals of snow. Still life. Bubbles of Babylons of air, where ripen like grapes by a round table, glazed glasses of tea were served. Was it our tea? Was it our still life in the autumn when grapes were ripen? Nights left that round table by night, baskets of threads were full of wines, rolled into compasses that will show way from maze of legends into still life, still life, still life, still life. Still life with vanitas opens the book, record of arrangement with clay jars, apples, golden watches, filigree glasses for wine, wrappers of linen, and feathers for writing manuscripts. Green bottles with messages, and that mysterious, threatening, warning bone cup of skull. Oh, still life with lazy-bound pages for violin, so sad and screaming, so scratching and wailing and crying and willing us. Still life. I will lighten my candle. I will make hot tea with honey and lemons, silver teapots, blue kettle, and amphora of imported apricots. My still life. I will lighten my candle and watch sentimental movie on plasma screen. Silver teapots, blue kettle, and amphora of imported apricots. My still life. I will lighten my candle and watch how wax is melting, and maybe you will open the doors. Silver teapots, blue kettle, and amphora of imported apricots. My still life. Pink roses keep losing petals while we drink lemonade, or sweet lemonade of summers. Tea roses are losing petals while we flirt and collect butterflies, or pride butterflies of summers. Old-fashioned roses are wilting, and so are fruits of life in their willow baskets, hand-weaved baskets of hazy summers. Still life, one day of summer. Smokes of cigarettes winging into retro images, casually, pleasurably, comfortably. Objects were placed on the table, proverbial table, moved, arranged, scrutinized, jeopardized in smokes of cigarettes. How grape wines are aged in oaks, how apples are falling into futurism, how dogs mean in Egyptology, how kettle is boiling tea leaves, how they fall in fates in our cups, while we smoke cigarettes. Still lives. We played game of chess, and I was the queen, and they were kings kings. We were munching on juicy fruits and sipping fragrant tears, and thinking and scheming, winning and losing. Games. It was still life. Yellow autumn chrysanthemums painted with pastel dust of butterflies. Last golden and fragile butterflies before cold. Grapes get ripen with season, and weaving through existentialism and frames of thoughts before cold. Before cold, girl with golden curls touching decadence of grapes by still life with chrysanthemums. Before cold, season autumn, last flowers, still life before cold. When masks of our faces became draperies for ripened autumn, when memories of golden games became just justice, clouds passing by, the bird comes to our window. Oh, does it accept seeds from our hands? Equivocal decision to trap the bird of our imagination, to keep in cage memories, or let them fly, feather fallen from the wing of that doe in the mist of dawn, will write a story about a lazy breakfast with coffee latte, pastry, eggs boiled just right, arrangement of fruit, organ music, organic fruit that we brought from the farm, and knowledge that the pages of our book will be turned over to something out of our control. Still life.